the game. Please make him feel welcome. What a player he is and what a side they are. They are Collingwood, and he is Harry O'Brien, everybody.
Great to have you in, Harry. Now, let's face it, you guys were so good last night and you've been so good for so long now. I know you want to keep the lid on it, Collingwood. You want to keep the lid on it, don't you?
Yeah, I guess we do.
Well, too, like, the lid is officially off. Let's go for it. All right, the season. We've called it right now. That is the Premiership Cup. Hold it up. Hold it up. Hold it up.
Hey, there goes the water. Oh, what happened, man? We're going to have a lick now. Yeah, well done, Harry. Well done, mate. Good old Collingwood.
Would you like to say something?
I just want
So that is the actual cup, though. That is the cup.
I just want to thank all the supporters for coming out. Thank our sponsors, Aussie and Westpac. So,
If we go off air at some stage, it's because Hughesy's knocked a cup of water over the set. And we're probably going to have an electrical issue at some stage throughout the night, but never mind.
It's everywhere.
The reason people are getting excited, Harry, is because of the sort of footy you play. And it was on display again at the MCG last night. Absolutely magnificent and genuinely magnificent performance again. They are playing some sensational footy, 24-18 to 10-4, and this guy's been one of the big talking points, Sammy.
He sure has. I'm going to ask Harry about him beforehand. I'm just going to touch on the Bombers because it was bleak news. Last week they were 76-point losers. Last night, 98 points. A young team for the Bombers last night, but they were like lambs to the slaughter, unfortunately for them. Now, Harry, the man we're looking at is Travis Cloke. He was best on ground, kicked 5 goals, but what we're just seeing here now on screen is the problem that he had, and it is the glaring deficiency in his very, very strong game, and that's that kicking on goal. He kicked 4 points in the last term. It's fine when you're that far in front, but when you're in a tight final or what have you, it's a little bit different. Now, I want to ask you about this because we know you're into visualisation, the power of the mind. Can this be remedied?
well, if I was to be giving Travis Cloke advice on kicking goals, I think he would certainly decrease, because I don't really have too many set shots on goals. So I'm not really the person to be giving him advice. I think he's got the experts around him, and we've got faith in Trav. And I just knew you'd ask that question. So yeah.
Are you just surprised that it came so soon?
Yeah, I thought you just hit me straight. You just hit me straight up.
At what point last week did you visualise that?
It was actually as I was driving into the track.
Can I just say, I don't think Cloakey's kicking is your biggest problem. Do you know what I think your biggest problem is? I think you're sick of winning. Ooh. I think the whole team is sick of winning. You're getting so blasé about winning, you can't even be bothered singing your own theme song after a game. Let's have a look. Listen. Oh, come on, fellas. Look at Beams, he's not even singing. Look. What is going on? Are you just...
What's Swanee doing? Can be bothered. Come on.
Are you just not... Don't get any enjoyment out of winning any guys? Is that it?
No, I don't know. I think after a game like that, we've it was quite challenging, because obviously on the scoreboard it suggested that we were well in front, which we were. So I think if the game was well and truly over, you've wound down.
Did you sing the song at half time? Did you?
Harry, we know you're a good side.
Great side.
But the belief that seems to be prevalent amongst the group at the moment, has it emerged and grown throughout the course of this season?
Yeah, definitely. I think one of the focuses was to believe in our structures and believe in what the coaches had set for us. And we know now what will win us games, and that's not playing individual type of football. It's sticking to the structures and working all as one, and that's certainly, as soon as when we've deviated off that path, we've fallen short. But we just stick to that, and we go well.
And are there internal mechanisms within the group, leadership group, I guess, or just players? If you do see somebody stray from beyond those team rules, how do you pull the players back in line?
I think firstly, it's the coaching staff that identify that, and then as a leadership group, we get together and we speak about it. How can we get the collective on the same page? And I think we're really fortunate with the group that we have at the club, is that everyone genuinely wants to succeed. We've been around the mark and we've fallen short probably the last 3 years now, and we're sick of that, so we want to push to the next level.
Teams up the top of the ladder are so conscious of how they want to look, and I'm going to ask you how you think this looks, Harry, and maybe we overanalyse the circle, maybe we overanalyse things like this, but Alan Didak here, I just wonder, I mean, some people will look at that and go, gosh, he's being a show-off, or he's being cocky there to Henry Slattery, who was a winner for the Dons, I would say, on the night. Is that something that you would look at as a team and say, oh, we don't like the look of that, or is that just a moment gone and not reflected on?
I think that's just a moment gone. I think the cameras weren't on them for the whole night. They were, they were just full of banter the whole night, sledging each other, which was all in the name of fun. And I think, that's just the way the game goes. And when the siren goes, that's all left behind.
Deeds might have been pumped up because Gary Lyon, I think, in the paper said, one of the papers said that he could win the Brownlow medal, and I personally don't think he will. I think Dane Swan has it wrapped up, and his form is unbelievable. So unbelievable that Wayne Carey during the week came out and said that Dane Swan is better than Bucks. Now, that is a huge talk. I mean, you've known Bucks for a long time. Was Bucks just spewing when he read that?
He was devastated. But to be honest, I can't, I'm just guessing here, but if Bucks was coach, he would have probably dropped. Swanee's starting to get to the stage where he's playing really consistently well, and I think Bucks is we just wouldn't want him to take that.
Exactly. And the thing is, Wayne Carey needs to be careful, I got to say, because he doesn't realise how. Because Bucks has got a lot of pull, hasn't he? Bucks has got pull. I'm here to tell you, Bucks has got pull in this town. Well, let's cross to Wayne Carey's apartment now and just see what's going on there. Careful what you say, Wayne.
Now,
he's not watching.
No, well, Bucks may be watching, but you know Bucks really well, and I was very interested to read that you and Bucks have a special relationship, and it started before your first game. Yeah. You rang Bucks the night before your first game and had a chat.
No, he called me.
Oh, he called you?
Yeah.
Get that straight.
Get that straight. No, it was Bucks' 250th game, and he was a mentor of mine in my first year, and even till this day is a mentor. And he called me and said, how are you feeling? Are you nervous? And I said, I am. I'm really nervous. I'm playing my first game of football. I didn't think it would happen this year. And he said, why don't you watch a movie? And I said, well, what movie am I going to watch? And he, being the pragmatist he is, he's got his top 50 movies down on it.
He's got a list of his top 50 movies.
He's got a list, and it's always changing. And so he goes, okay, number one off that list is a movie called Gattaca. And all the movies, I must say, he's got a really good taste in movies. But Gattaca, all the movies have got a deeper meaning to them. So.
You rang him every week after that, though. Every week after that, and you got his recommendation for a movie to watch.
That's right. Yeah.
For how many weeks in a row?
I think I called him. Probably my first 70 games.
70 games, 70 movies from Bucks.
He occasionally liked you to watch one that reminded you of him. Yeah. This is one that came up a lot. I am legend. I'll give it to you now, so he doesn't call you again.
Harry O'Brien is going to stick around. We're going to take a break here on Before the Game.